top story this hour. The Lok Sabha today passed a contentious bill which mandates linking your voter ID card with Aadhaar. This was passed amidst a din. In fact, the bill was passed by a voice vote after a brief discussion during which the opposition demanded it be referred to a parliamentary panel. Now, rejecting the demand, Law Minister Kiren Rijiju said that the changes in the bill had already been approved by the Parliamentary Standing Committee. With these reforms, the centre hopes to weed out bogus voters, curb the menace of multiple registrations and facilitate easier registration into the electoral rolls. Now, another provision also bats for gender neutrality. But the opposition has raised questions on primarily two grounds: that it was violative of a Supreme Court order and it was beyond the legislative competence of the House. Let's actually listen to some of the reactions that came in from Parliament before we get more details on the bill.
I stand to oppose this bill. This bill violates the basic structure of the Constitution. In the Keshananda Bharati case, it was clearly said that democracy is part of basic structure. This government is taking away the autonomy of the Election Commission. An epic card is issued to a constitutional process by a constitutional government authority. You have no right whatsoever.
कई सालों से इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया और हमारा जो लॉ मिनिस्ट्री है इसके बीच में कई चर्चा हुई है और बहुत इंटेंसिव डिस्कशन होने के बाद आज ये बिल यहाँ लेके आए हैं। हमारे कुछ विपक्ष के नेता कह रहे हैं कि इसको स्टैंडिंग कमेटी में भेजना चाहिए। सर, मैं इस बात को फिर से दोहरा रहा हूँ, इस विषय पर पार्लियामेंट्री स्टैंडिंग कमेटी में बहुत व्यापक रूप से चर्चा हो चुके हैं और पार्लियामेंट्री स्टैंडिंग कमेटी में सारा पार्टी के सदस्य होते हैं और वहाँ दलगत से ऊपर उठ करके चर्चा होते हैं और पार्लियामेंट्री स्टैंडिंग कमेटी ने यूनानिमसली रिकमेंडेशन किया है।
नकली वोटर, फर्जी वोटर या आपका जो फेक वोटिंग होता है, इसको रोकने में ये आज का जो बिल है ये बहुत बड़ा काम करेगा। स्टैंडिंग कमेटी ने ही कहा कि इसको जल्दी करो और पार्लियामेंट्री स्टैंडिंग कमेटी लॉ एंड जस्टिस का जो रिपोर्ट आया है 105वीं जो रिपोर्ट आया है उसमें क्लियरली लिखा है कि सरकार को जल्दी से जल्दी आधार के साथ में इलेक्टोरल रोल का लिंकिंग करना चाहिए। ये पार्लियामेंट्री स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का ये रिकमेंडेशन है, वो भी बहुत क्लियर कट रिकमेंडेशन है, उसमें विपक्ष के सारे साथी उसमें मेंबर है।
Linking it with Aadhaar has got various implications. There is a lot of data which is linked to the Aadhaar. The bank account number is linked to the Aadhaar. Beneficiaries of social programs are known by the Aadhaar. And people's details are known to the Aadhaar. So we do not know what kind of security the government is proposing to make sure that the Aadhaar data is not leaked. Mr. Kiren Rijiju was formerly a sports minister, but he need not act like Usain Bolt here by sprinting through the passage of a bill. This is completely unacceptable.
Some heated arguments, discussions there in Parliament, and we're going to discuss that with spokespersons of the BJP and the Congress in just a bit. But I want to also go across to my colleague Ayushman. Ayushman, politics aside, let's just talk about the policy for a minute. What does this bill really entail? What does this mean for you, me, or for all the viewers of Mirror Now?
Well, Aarti, this bill largely has the edifice basis the suggestion that the government received from the Election Commission of India. In these, there are two important aspects which have been addressed. First is the deregulation of all those voter lists where the multiple voter registration has been there. So once you are linked to the Aadhaar card, the other than one card, there are other registered voter ID cards will also be removed, which means that if a person who is not staying in that area and yet he's being counted as the voter, and then when the final voting percentage comes and that number comes down, in the future you will see the voting percentage can improve. There is one long looking aspect. The second one and the most important is that the cutoff date earlier for inclusion in voter ID card was just one. It was January 1. Now there are 4 cutoff dates in 4 quarters, which means if a person is becoming 18 years on any quarter of the year, he or himself can get enrolled there, and then the overall boost to the number of people getting the voter ID card will be important. Now, what actually has happened here? The Election Commission in 2015, it started this. One of the former CECs speaking to Mirror Now said that at that time 32 crore people voluntarily got their Aadhaar cards linked with the voter ID. But at the same time, this matter was challenged in Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court had said that there should be a legal framework in which it should be done. Now, today that bill has been passed, and it primarily means to regulate the amount of electoral card that is there in the country. Of course, the issue of privacy has been raised by the opposition, but the government and the Election Commission officials clearly highlight the fact that today Aadhaar card has become one of the most pivotal point of contact for government to people, and there are so many policies which have been linked, and that's why it becomes important to link that electoral card with Aadhaar in order to deregulate all those people who have multiple voter ID card in different states.
Okay, Ayushman, thanks so much for laying that thread bare for us. We're going to go across to a political discussion now. We've been joined by the spokesperson of the BJP, and in just a bit also the Congress, Sudesh Verma of the BJP joins us. Mr. Verma, good evening. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. Before I get into the actual merits of the bill, the nitty-gritties of it, just a question about the manner in which it was passed. Nobody was really given an opportunity to make their point. Nobody was really given an opportunity to express their view about it. In fact, we even saw Mr. Owaisi was mid-sentence when he was asked and the next speaker's name was called and he had to cut short very forcibly what he was saying.
Aarti, good evening to you. You see, we cannot comment on the speaker's discretion. In what way it should be decided, who should speak, these are all decided by the speaker. Isn't it? And it's based on your party's representation in the House, I can tell you, based on common knowledge. It's based on your party's strength in the House that you are allocated time to speak. If you don't have members in Parliament, then you don't get that much time to speak. This must be the case with Mr. Owaisi. Because the House runs on principles, the House runs on regulations. You see, nothing wrong has been done, as explained by Honorable Minister. Mr. Rijiju, you have seen that he has explained that how it went to the standing committee. The standing committee means that members from both the houses of Parliament, they were given an opportunity to go in depth into details about this proposed legislation. It has a background, as rightly explained by your reporter. You see, pilot projects were also run by the Election Commission, in which they found it was very useful, and they recommended that this should be done. Something comes for making the system transparent, it should be welcome, isn't it? If you can discuss it just because you feel, because you want to cater to some constituencies, which is a myth also, you are trying to do politics over this. What is good for the nation? That should be decided, isn't it? And the parliamentarians are meant to discuss that. And nobody is speaking on that. Why they are objecting? We don't understand.
Okay, Mr. Dixit, Mr. Verma, so I'm so sorry, I beg your pardon. Mr. Verma, of course, there were several questions that the opposition, and you heard even Karti Chidambaram saying that the minister was acting like Usain Bolt in the manner in which he was rushing through that. Let's talk now about the policy, and there is certain criticism and questions that the opposition have raised. Let me tell you one of that and then you can respond, then we'll go to the second. The first is that this is violative of the Supreme Court's judgment in the famous Puttaswamy case, that this is violative of the right to privacy. Your response?
No, it's not so. It's voluntary. And because of the judgment of the Supreme Court, this precaution has been taken. And your reporter was saying very correctly that Supreme Court wanted that unless there is a legal framework, the government should not do. Already 32 crore people have been linked already, and more will be linked. If some people have problems, they can refuse to do so, but there won't be many people, because people by and large understand the benefit of linking Aadhaar with the election identity card, because it creates one unified system in the country, isn't it? So why should one bother? We don't understand why one should oppose it, unless you want to protect some people. Because we know that there is an issue of fake voters' identity card. There is an issue that one person may be registered in many constituencies. It becomes very difficult to identify. But voters card and Aadhaar is based on your unique identity. It works on fingerprinting. It works on your eyeballs identification. So it is very difficult to cheat the system. So once you have got that Aadhaar, then it establishes your identity, and then you get voters' identity card based on that, whether you qualify to be a voter or not. That also has been simplified. That should be welcome. That we had many complaints that why 1st January should be the deadline, because many people get deprived of the process. Now you have four, deadlines. You can follow that, and it is very helpful to the younger generation who will be the first-time voters. All these steps should be welcome. Government is not just acting in vacuum; it is responding to the need of the society.
Okay, Mr. Verma, I request you to stay on with us. Also joining us this evening is S.Y. Qureshi, former EC. Mr. Qureshi, good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. We heard the BJP there expressing their support and defending a bill that has come under criticism from the opposition. But politics aside, purely in terms of its merit, what do you make of these amendments?
If you are referring only to the linking of Aadhaar, I'll confine to that. Maybe I can speak on other things also. Personally, I see nothing wrong in it. In fact, the Election Commission keeps trying to identify duplicate voters, and we use all kinds of deduplication software to locate them, but it doesn't work always because they may be enrolled in many different states. Although it is a criminal offense to be registered at more than one place, but there are lots of people who come, who migrate, and they are not able to get their name deleted from the old place. Just 1 minute. I just came upstairs out of breath.
No problem, Mr. Qureshi. Take your time. No worries at all.
Yeah. So anyway, so personally, I feel that if it helps identify duplicate voters, that is the objective, and that should be fine. But I read somewhere that it will be optional, not mandatory, which was the spirit of the Supreme Court judgment in 2015. Now, how will you take the option of 90 crore voters? That is something which I cannot understand. For my permission to link, so that is something we need to explain.
Okay, Mr. Qureshi, that's an interesting perspective. There's no doubt, of course, the Election Commission and the Law Ministry have been batting for these reforms for a while. Let me also ask you what I asked Sudesh Verma. One of the criticisms or one of the questions that the opposition has been raising is that this is violative of the Supreme Court judgment in the Puttaswamy case, and that this is violative of the right to privacy. What is your response to that criticism?
Two things. One, so I don't think Supreme Court judgment prohibited it. They say that you can use Aadhaar only for subsidy related schemes and on an optional basis. If you want a subsidy, you want free ration, you want free something, you'll have to go through Aadhaar. So no question. So we opt for it. In this case, government seems to have made it optional. So, as I pointed out, how will they get me to give my option, your option? That is the question. The second question you asked is about, what was it?
Well, the Supreme Court saying that Aadhaar should not be linked to, to several schemes. The mandate for Aadhaar should be limited.
They say that should be optional. And this is what I hear from the news report, that the government is saying that this will also will be optional. But how will the option be exercised of 90 crore voters, 25% of them illiterate in remote corners? Everybody does not have a phone on which you can check. So that means that election officials will come door to door. The operational difficulty I see is enormous. Yes. The second issue is about privacy. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, personally, again, I see no violation of privacy because the electoral roll is a public document anyway. And what does it contain? My name, my father's name, the address, and my age. Now, these are things which are in electoral roll. Electoral roll is a public document. In fact, every Panna Pramukh has this electoral roll through which they go door to door to ensure that the people vote according to their wishes. And therefore, what is the privacy in this information? This is in the public domain already.
Okay, S.Y. Qureshi, Pharmacy CEC, thank you so much for joining us with your expert opinion. Mr. Qureshi, really appreciate you joining us. Sudesh Verma of the BJP still with us. Also, Swati Singh Malik of the Congress joins us. Swati Singh Malik, we had both Sudesh Verma as well as S.Y. Qureshi batting for this reform. What is the opposition to it? We've heard both the former CEC as well as Mr. Verma explain that this is not A, it's not mandatory. B, it doesn't really violate what the Supreme Court has said in terms of both privacy and as far as the expanse of using Aadhaar is concerned.
Right, when the matter was before the Supreme Court and what was being challenged was the whole authenticity and if we can go forward with the Aadhaar card. Over there, Supreme Court very clearly in Puttaswamy, as you yourself said, has very clearly laid out that it will be used only for welfare and at the most we continue to be connected to PAN card. That is all. And that was the whole, that is why this bill which has been passed in Lok Sabha now, it is breaching the Puttaswamy judgment in letter and spirit. This was not what was said by the Supreme Court. It was very clearly said, please use it for welfare. My second argument to this is, my second objection to this is that the Aadhaar card is not a proof of citizenship. Aadhaar card was issued to all the residents. It was not given to citizens. So how are we going to, and now on the basis of Aadhaar card, if everybody's going to get a right to vote, for that matter, are we giving the right to vote and the voting card only to all the residents? Or does it have to be to the citizens, right? So only a citizen can vote. And now, because of this new bill being passed, what the BJP is trying to do is to give every Aadhaar card holder a right to vote in the country. Now, as far as whether it is optional, it is only optional to start with. But if you notice and if you go by what the BJP has been doing, it starts with optional, right? But it becomes mandatory gradually. So that also, if you go by the record, it will at some point of time, they will make it mandatory. And as far as even, breach of privacy is concerned, even Madras High Court for that matter, in Puducherry BJP, cell has been held up by the Madras High Court asking about how did they get access to those voter numbers, etc., and the Aadhaar card details. So a lot of issues arise out of it. This is not the first time that elections are going to be held. And by doing this, the BJP is undermining the Election Commission for that matter. Election Commission has been doing a brilliant job, right? But are they trying to undermine the job or the
Swati, the Election Commission have in fact been batting for this. I do take your point regarding the criticism and I just want to give Mr. Sudesh Verma the opportunity to respond. Mr. Verma, unfortunately, we're out of time, so I request you to keep it brief. And specifically, since we, of course, did discuss the Supreme Court aspect of this earlier, the question what Swati was asking, Aadhaar is not a proof of nationality, so are you opening up voting then to non-Indians? That was a question she had asked.
No, all these issues, Aarti, have been discussed by the Parliamentary Standing Committee and only after that recommendation has been made. And you have to get into details to understand the government has taken all precautions. But let me answer to the vital issue raised by former Chief Election Commissioner Mr. Qureshi, and that was that how do you take people's voice in exercising the choice. You see, people in this country, they may be illiterate, they may be living in far-flung areas, but they exercise their right to vote, isn't it? They select a party over the other, isn't it? They select a candidate over the other while voting. So don't undermine the beauty of the choice which they make during elections. And the same thing they will make when they are asked whether they want their Aadhaar card to be linked or not, the benefits will be explained. And most of the people will accept that because they want the country to become stronger. They want that bogus things should not be existing. It's only the political class that would like bogus voters to be there for their own political aim, but not the common man of this country.
Okay, Sudesh Verma and Swati Singh Malik, I appreciate you joining us. Unfortunately, we're short on time. It is a discussion, though. I would have loved to extend for a while more. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We heard from the BJP and the Congress. Let's also listen in from Mr. O.P. Rawat, who is the former CEC, and his views on the matter.
I stand to oppose this bill. This bill violates the basic structure of the Constitution. In the Keshananda Bharati case, it was clearly said that democracy...
Okay, we'll try and get you that bite and that reaction in just a bit. We need to slip into a short break now, but stay tuned for more.